how to find your purpose in life when you feel lost. If you're at that point, this video is gonna answer that question for you, because I've been there. I've been directionless, I've been wandering in life, and I've wondered, what's next? What's my purpose? And it really tore me down. So I promise by the end of this video, you will have a better idea of how to find your purpose if you're feeling lost. Now, within this video, my plan is to show you 4 very important pieces to find your purpose. And you wanna stay till the end because that's the most important piece. And with that, I'm gonna use my story as an example throughout to kind of demonstrate these 4 pieces. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Chris Richardson. I'm a coach here at Life on Your Terms, and I make these videos so hopefully you can gain some of my knowledge and my experiences, because I was at a point where I ended up in the hospital because I didn't have a good plan and didn't have a good purpose. Now there's some other things going on, but I hope to be able to pass on these lessons so you don't have to go through the hardships that I did. So, the first piece of understanding your purpose when you are lost is to look at understanding the importance of having a purpose within life. I truly believe when we have a purpose and we have something that we're driving towards, not many things can take us off that. And we tend to feel a lot better as people. At least I have in my experience. When I'm aimlessly wandering, I don't feel good. But when I'm driving towards something that is very important to me, I feel that much better. I will say with purpose, it is not the end all be all. It's not like, oh my gosh, everything I have to do has to be in line with my purpose, or I have to have a purpose to work on X, Y, or Z. No, it is helpful, but not necessary, and you will find it as you take action. We're gonna get into that a little bit later, but it can be very helpful with fulfillment and motivation. When you have a purpose, when you feel like you're making an impact, you can feel a lot better. And with that, it doesn't have to be one giant idea. It doesn't have to be have a $100 million company that impacts 1 million people. It doesn't have to be that grand. It could be the best mom ever. That could be your purpose. Or be the best dad ever. Whatever it looks like for you, understanding what your purpose is, and once you define that, you're gonna get more fulfillment and you're gonna have a lot more motivation, because you're like, that's in line with my purpose, I feel a lot better. And so for me, I've noticed improved health, focus, and resilience through hard times because of my purpose. Because 5 years ago, I was lost. I felt like I kind of knew what I wanted to do. Like, yeah, I wanted to be a therapist. I wanted to help people, but I didn't take it fully seriously until I had gone through my hard time. I had gone through and been to the hospital, and I realized this is why it's so important to me. That is my purpose, to change those lives. So I understood that, and I was lost before that. Life wasn't going too well for me, but then once I went through that experience, I was a completely changed person. So that's what purpose has done for me. Now, the second piece to purpose, and the second point, is to look at self-reflection and awareness. This is gonna help you identify your purpose. So you've identified the importance of it, but now we're gonna try to identify the purpose itself. You can ask yourself, what does amazing look like 5 years from now? What would you be working on? What would you be doing? That can kind of help piece some things together, but also you wanna look at your core values and beliefs. What do you believe about the world? Is there a problem that you see that you wanna help fix? Also, another helpful aspect to this could be to take the balance wheel in the description below, and that can highlight some of your core values. I'd encourage you to take that at the end, but it'll look at 4 different areas of your life that could help you identify your core values. Now, on top of that, you wanna look at past experiences for patterns where you've seen interests or strengths. That can help you identify some of a purpose. So for me, for my situation, I understood that, okay, I really like talking to people, and specifically I like talking to my friends. I like when they kind of open up to me, share what they're going through, and I like helping them walk through that experience, help be there for them, and help them understand how they can solve the problem for themselves. I'm more of just a guide. And I was like, okay, I like doing that. I really enjoy that conversation with people. what can I do? So that obviously that's kind of naturally led to me being a coach, but that's what it started at. It started as simple as I have an interest in talking to people. I have an interest in talking to people about hard things that they're struggling with. I have an interest in helping people with those hard things. Then it just leads to one thing or another. And you can do the same thing. Look at your strengths, look at your interests, and you can kind of find, okay, maybe that's what I could do with my purpose. So that's what I could drive towards. That can be very helpful. And writing this out or journaling this can help as well. I have a page on my notes called Smart Notes, and I have over 50 pages of just me writing notes. And that's kind of helped me get some of my thoughts out there, and I really think it can help you guys as well. So I encourage you to do that. Now, the third piece to purpose is action. And this is the most important piece. This is what I referenced earlier, is that you will not the purpose is just gonna come to you. It's not just gonna fall in your lap. Like me talking to my friends and understanding how I felt about that and really thinking on it and actually continuing to do it is what helped me lead to that. It wasn't just that I was sitting there, I was like, oh my gosh, I love helping people. And it's not like that. You're gonna have to take action on whatever it is. If it's being the best mom ever, go try to improve in being a mom. You understand, whoa, this is what I want my purpose to be. I want to give my kids the best life possible. And it takes some of that understanding and that action. That's what I mean by it, is try new things that you came up with. Reflect on your strengths, your interests, your core beliefs, your values. Look at all those things and take action on them. If you realize that family is number one, then you go take action on that. If you realize professional is number one and you have some mission you want to take on, go take action on it. See how it feels. And as you get better at it, it'll start to become more meaningful and it'll feel like your purpose. Humans like things they are good at. So inherently with that, you may feel like you are purposeless. That's okay. You might need to look at your strengths, realize what you're gonna be good at, take action on that, and you'll start to like it more and more and more. It'll feel more meaningful and it'll feel like your purpose. So I encourage you to take action. Like I said, started learning and doing. So I understood I help people, talking to them. Then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be a coach. I'm gonna go reach out to people and get on these free coaching sessions. So I was do that. And now I've done probably 50 free coaching sessions, and I loved every one of those coaching sessions. Even though it was completely free for those 50, I enjoyed it so much. So it's about understanding that. And also I have a little bonus for you at the end if you stay around. Now, the fourth piece, the final piece to finding purpose in life is goals, support, and reflection. Once you've identified a general direction, it's time to set some goals around that. So I'd encourage you to set daily, weekly, quarterly, and yearly goals around your purpose. I have my quarterly goals always up right over there, and they are comprised of some daily goals or weekly goals within the quarterlies. It's kind of my quarterly focus, and I have goals within those. That can really help with direction, continue to help you level up on that purpose and continue to get better and better at fulfilling it. Now, I would also encourage you every quarter to reflect on the quarterly goals. So you can look back and it's like, okay, did those goals help me fulfill my purpose? Did they help me continue on my journey of fulfilling my purpose? And looking back on that every quarter can be helpful. Now, on top of that, I encourage you to get feedback from your partner, from your family, from your friends, and maybe your mentor as well. It's kind of share. This is what I'm thinking about doing, or this is what I feel like is where my life's meaning is, and share that with people. Get some feedback. Don't let them define that. And if you feel like your purpose is that and they disagree, do not let that define you, but just kind of get feedback on how to fulfill that and how to understand that. That can be really helpful. So that bonus I was talking about is I want everybody that's still here to take that balance wheel in the description below, because it can really highlight some of your purpose and where you want to go next. On top of that balance wheel, we're going to give you a free course. Once you take that balance wheel, we'll send you that free course. And then also, if you take that course, we'll give you a free session after to implement all your learnings.